Hey yo everyone, this is HappyAnimaidCafeManager here with another walkthrough episode for the game Phoenix Wright Ace Attorney. I ended the last episode a little shortly because my mom came home unexpectedly. Yeah, she ends up using my apartment as a meeting place for her clients for filing income taxes. So, without further ado, let the events unfold. So far, I haven't gotten any new information out of Edgeworth. Alright, I better check this now. As I was saying, what's this? A record of ID card usage. Edgeworth, you went into the evidence room that day, didn't you? Just before the incident occurred, no less. Yes, that's true. Why, Mr. Edgeworth? Please don't look at me like that. I was asked to go by Chief Gant, no less. The Chief of Police? He wanted evidence for a case that wrapped up half a year ago. He told me he wanted me to keep it here in the prosecutor's office, but it was solved, right? It would have to be the evidence was already filed. The chief is never one to explain himself. In any case, on the day of the stabbing, I brought this back here. Can I ask what kind of case it was? I can't say. It really has nothing to do with the current case. Now I'm curious about this other case. I better make a note of it. Stubborn as always. I told you this has nothing to do with the current case. Screwdriver. Evidence from a past case of Edgeworth brought back to his office by Gant's request. The tag says AI 16. What's that got to do with anything? Nothing, apparently. At least that's what Edgeworth said. That makes it all the more suspicious. Who knows? This might turn out to be a clue that breaks the case. Wouldn't that be nice? Right. Not exactly sure what to show him. Not sure who to show this screwdriver to. Officer Minkins, could you take a look at this? I'm sorry, sir, but I have no idea. Should go ask Edgeworth. Damon's not there, huh? Now, my only bet is to talk to Edgeworth. I'm not sure what to show him. Evidence locker. I don't even know what my best evidence here is right now. Man, I really am at a loss here. I'm just gonna show him everything I have until I know you probably got some hold on some information already, right? It all has to do with that case you were on, the SL9 incident, and some dark suspicion you were wrapped up in. You are the man who revived the worst memory of my life, as I recall. I figured I'd be telling you about this sooner or later. A bad memory. He's talking about the murder in the elevator. Okay, Edgeworth, why don't you tell me about it? Tell me the truth. Allegations of forgery. The SL9 incident was a heinous serial killing case. The head of the investigation was the deputy chief of police at this time, David Gantz. That wacky old coot was involved in the case 2 years ago then. He was the best we had, and it was my first time working with him. I was nervous. Wow, you get nervous too, Mr. Edgeworth. What I want to know is why was the deputy chief of police on the investigation? In truth, I used a slightly more extreme method than normal. We were dealing with a vicious murderer. If I let him go, the blood would be on my hands. We won our guilty verdict and the killer was executed. Wait, you didn't? Of course not. I didn't touch the evidence. Yes, I will do anything in my power to win the trial. However, I do have a code and I follow it faithfully. By the way, Emma, the chief prosecutor wanted to know something. My sister, what? He's still working on that scientific investigation? Huh? Yes, of course. Why, just today Mr. Wright and I were using this. Luminol testing fluid. Well then. Well, you might have a use for this. Aluminum powder for taking fingerprints? It's been chemically treated for better adhesion. For me? Are you sure? We are the enemy, you know. I've no say in today's investigation. Do as you will. Edgeworth. Really, no need to thank me. Here, take your powder and these fingerprints files for everyone involved. Thanks. How about giving these to Detective Gumshoe as well? Fingerprinting sense. Fingerprinting sent and fingerprint file received. Type other receipt from Miles Edgeworth. Well, let's get going. One last investigation, right? I do seem to remember seeing a suspicious handprint somewhere. Recovers fingerprints from the handprints for comparison with fingerprint files. Can use that in the same way as with the luminol testing fluid. February 23rd, Evidence Room, Sector 3. Our investigation turned up a suspicious handprint. Here, in this book, blood on the detective's evidence locker. Let's use the secret weapon we just borrowed. Right, let's get started. First, choose a finger. A finger? Each finger leaves behind a slightly different imprint, so let's choose the finger that will have left behind the clearest print. I can't really tell the difference at a glance. Quit procrastinating and choose a finger. Okay, now it's time to check for print. Let me show you how it's done. Emma's starting to get that sparkle in her eyes. First, we sprinkle the aluminum powder around. Huh? How'd you do that? Just point and press the A button, see? It looks like that did the trick. The aluminum powder adheres completely to the print. Once the powder is well spread, just blow away the excess. Huh? How do I do that? Maybe shake the wheel. Wii remote would have been a more accurate way of putting it. Imagine you're blowing out the candles on the birthday cake with a fan. See? If you were playing this on the DS, they would have told you to blow onto the mic. Because there is no mic on the Wiimote, so that's why they say to shake it. I was wondering would that be possible? Wow, that looks like fun. It might get some getting used to. It might take some getting used to those. It's fine. It won't go up your nose or anything. You just pour the powder on this. They can blow away the extra. Those are the basics of fingerprinting, Mr. Wright. I guess I'd better give it a try. Aha! You did it! You found one! But this looks nothing like a fingerprint. Now that you mention, I guess it doesn't. What does it mean? I think it means we're out of luck. Out of luck. The person who left this handprint must have worn gloves. Don't tell me we've been wasting our time here. Hey, calm down. That's just the way it goes sometimes with scientific investigations. But it does seem a shame. While we're at it, why don't we look for other prints? Other prints? Looking at the locker door closely again. It seems like there are fingerprints outside the bloody handprint as well. Let's see if we can find a clear print. Fingerprints outside the blood. Yay, a print so clear it's dazzling. Dazzling? Anyway, this print took a lot of effort to find. Let's match it up right away. So we're not done yet. This is quite a process. Well, there's no point in finding a fingerprint and not knowing who the owner is, right? I guess she's right. Look at the fingerprint data we got from Mr. Edgeworth. I'm pointing to the person you think these prints are. Huh? How am I supposed to know who it was? I could make a pretty good guess. The bloody handprint and the fingerprints are in different places, right? That means that the prints probably don't have anything to do with our case. So whose fingerprints would most likely find on this evidence locker? Gumshoe. One possibility is Dick Gumshoe. Compare. Comparison complete. Match found. Aha! So these prints belong to Detective Gumshoe. Something wrong, Mr. Wright? You gave me this so what look. I guess that's probably because I was thinking, so what? Okay, so we came up with nothing this time, but there's always next time. Sometimes you hit, sometimes you miss. You gotta roll with the punches, Mr. Wright. Thanks for the sympathy. Wait. If I remember correctly, there was one other handprint in this room. Let's check it out. This swear we got a luminal reaction, right? Right, there was a handprint here. Okay, wanna try using this? There go our eyes sparkling again. Yes, check for prints. Okay, let's check the prints. That's the spirit. Oh, but I have to warn you about something first. What? The area with the blood was wiped away, right? We only end up finding it using chemical means. Any prints in that area will have been wiped away too. Oh, right. So that means no prints. Would you say that the probability of your hypothesis is high? Don't ask me. Anyway, we must try to find prints that weren't wiped away. Prints other than the ones left by the bloody hand. I gave it my best shot. That kind of result won't be any good for matching prints, will it? But it doesn't look like we'll get clearer results from this print. Okay, let's try using this different finger then. No, it's the same one. Same spot. I tried picking a different spot, but all it did was give me the same spot. I think I'd like to try to. Okay, let's move on to a different finger. Detective Goodman's evidence locker is empty. Only Detective Goodman himself could open the locker. So the person who took out this knife had to been Detective Goodman. Why was it wrapped in a scarf and muffler stuck inside the car muffler? Oh, no wonder it broke. There's blue and yellow paint. I'm wearing a red necktie, you know. place I could look for the check for handprints. Won't let me examine any of these. The best I could get. It just keeps bringing me over to that same spot. What do I do here? Try a different finger. Won't even let me use it. Examine the possibility of a thumb. Yeah, I'm actually getting some results here. Alright, try to match that file, so... Okay, Jig Marshall is one possibility. Match found. Well, thanks for watching. Until next time. To be continued, baby.